might scratch another task off our list while we're here, if we are so inclined.
When the mind is split, the heart must lead. Or so I've learned.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth. Much obliged. Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vern. Much obliged.
Come, I'll lead the way.
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master. All told, I'm rather satisfied with my performance.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. If ever you've need of an ear to listen, you have but to ask.
There is a rumor whispered among pawns that I have oft pondered. The gist of it is, when pawns travel beyond the rift, we can contract a peculiar illness that imperils the lives of those around us. At first, we are only restless and excitable, but in time we become so unruly that even the Arisen holds no sway over us.
I've all manner of arms for sale. Come, have yourself a look.
Apologies, sir, but we've not got any archer staves or great swords in stock at the moment. Goods aren't flowing as freely as they used to, see. Strangely enough, 'tis the arms shipments that are being targeted the most. I just hope this doesn't mean the beasts are gaining in intellect. So far, no one's done a thing about it. And if this keeps on, my business is doomed. I hesitate to ask, but what of you, sir? Should you take interest in aiding my plight, pray...
I cannot wait to put this new equipment to use.
Let us hope 'tis not mere frippery. As I understand it, 'tis boorish to speak when you've naught to say, so I shall hold my tongue. Off we go, then. There are beasts to be slain.
This might be worth a read.
It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
Welcome to Bjorn's Art, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, misers die early deaths. Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master.
At once, Master.
Well met, sir. Forgive my presumption, but were you the one who gave my granddaughter that medicine in Melv? I thought so. She's not stopped talking of her adventure since she arrived home. That girl's always running off on some fool's errand or other. For all my chiding. Once she gets an idea under her bonnet, there's simply no talking her out of it. Now listen, 'tisn't much, but I'd fain offer you a discount on my wares. Pray, make good use of it, won't you?
I'll go and open the chest.
Oh, 'tis you. You're a welcome sight.
Forgive my boldness, but I've a small favor to ask of you. Would you be willing to lend me some gold? I swear you'll be repaid in full. A trinket in yon shop caught my eye. A small, ornate box of exceptional craftsmanship. Alas, 'twould seem I do not have the coin on hand to purchase it. I can certainly procure the gold later, but by then, the box might be gone. If you'd be kind enough to lend me the amount I need, I would repay every last coin. Yes? Is there aught I can do for you? I suppose I was asking rather... My apologies. You must think me quite foolish.
You came to see me?
I suppose I better give the ox some feed.
Onward. Our work is not yet done. 'Twould be most efficient to make for our nearest destination first. Trevo Mine is but a stone's throw from here.
I've heard some interesting tidings about town.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes?
'Twould seem the Queen Regent has made significant alterations to the chain of command. If we are to break it, it shan't be from this side.
Really now? Let us proceed to the next location. Shall I lead you to the location nearest here, Arisen? Trevo Mine is but a stone's throw from here. Pray, follow me. Follow along at your own pace, Master. I shan't leave you behind.
When does my watch end?
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
Goblins approach!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
The Arisen has been torched! Quick, douse the flames! cart ought to make our journey easier.
One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate to their cost.
This ox cart's bound for Vernworth. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Well, that was enough.
Let us proceed to the next location. Shall I lead you to the location nearest here, Arisen? Trevo Mine is but a stone's throw from here. I should be glad to assist you, Arisen.
Right where it hurts.
Quickly, Arisen. You must regain your footing.
Too fast for you.
It seems we have enraged our foe.
Reckless opponent makes for easy prey.
Understood. To have any hope of victory, we must employ every tool and tactic at our disposal. First and foremost, you'll want to lock into balance. You're a much easier target when lying prone.
I'd not dare attempt such a feat alone. Together, I think we can manage it.
It shall be done. I am here to aid you.
Hang in there, Master. I'm coming to assist.
Well and true.
No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next.
Over here, if you please.
Well, we've eaten our fill. What say we settle our stomachs with a few hours sleep?
I quite agree. Best we recuperate our strength before we set off again.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Let's not point fingers, but it is clear one of us was out of step there. We'll never get anywhere before we use rest.
We shall be ill prepared for battle if we rest overmuch. Follow me, Master. Our next task awaits. On to the nearest location.
Even from this distance, yon statue cuts a striking figure against the horizon.
Shall we search for a path to lead us to it?
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
I learned of a forgotten rift stone in this area during my time beyond the rift. I can take you to it, if you like. Methinks I know where that is. Follow me. I will guide you to the location.
We have been given a destination. Shall we venture forth?
Suppose there can be no harm in bringing us along.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
One of us has been drenched! I grant your weapon a magical boon.
Feast your eyes on this.
Over here, if you would. We're here, and none the worse for wear. Let us proceed to the next location. On to the nearest location. Trevo Mine is but a stone's throw from here.
Look there. Methinks I spy aught of use.
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
I will protect you. I'll keep them pinned down.
Seamow fight is not yet done.
If battle cannot be avoided, 'tis fight or die.
'Tis easily done. The Arisen has gone up in flames before my very eyes.
Well fought, Arisen.
Keep on like that and we'll be done here soon enough.
A result to be proud of.
Come to think of it,
Forgive me, but I cannot guide you from here.
As planned.
Boy, you then. If you're fit to fight, give us a hand. Right, lend us your aid.
you're in your debt.
Scatter the goblin!
Guard all you want. It won't make a difference when I see? That's it!
You was a simple patrol mission till we walked into their ambush. Those cursed things caught us entirely unawares. I don't know where we'd be if you hadn't come along. I pray you'll let me repay the favour, if e'er the... You've a strong arm. The goblins are well routed. You have my thanks. It was a simple patrol mission. Till I don't know where we'd be if you hadn't come along. I pray you'll let me repay the favour, if e'er there's a chance.
Nasty creatures, aren't they? But they'll not bother us again.
Pray, allow me to open yon chest.
Our fortunes are looking up. All the more so if we sell this newfound prize.
Whether or not we make the sale is for the Arisen to decide. I shall be proud to serve you, Arisen. I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. Onward. Our work is not yet done. Unless you've any objections, Arisen, restoration and reinforcement are the purview of a mage.
A well-organized pack is my specialty. I'll see I cannot fathom your intent.
By your leave, Arisen. Let us proceed to the next location. Shall I lead you to the location nearest here, Arisen? We were to make the Harv village, as I recall. 'Tis not far from here.
Oof, that was close.
Let us press on with our next objective. On to the nearest location.
Pitiful a foe will give you no trouble.
Let us not get ahead of ourselves. The battle continues.
That was certainly worthwhile.
I shall heal you at once. Wait a minute.
Your sight! Do try not to catch hold.
Let my magics grant you an elemental view. Paths to victory are myriad indeed. That strategy never would have occurred to me.
Unbelievable.
Over here, if you please.
The Minotaur hunts us.
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. I should be glad to assist you.
I see our goal has changed. I would not presume to direct our course, but do let me know if you require a guide.
I'm sure there's a very good reason for this detour. We must respect our master's wishes.
Let us press on with our next objective. On to the nearest location. We were to make for Harv Village, as I recall. It is not far from here. We should be able to move this boulder with our combined might.
I say, give it a push. I expect you'll be one of my assistants.
Over here!
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle. I've lightened my pack a bit, so I shan't fall behind.
I'm all for swapping stories, but perhaps another night. I can scarce keep my eyes open.
Good sleep is the key to a good adventure.
We did a fair bit of shopping the other day, didn't we? Though I do wonder how much of it was necessary. us press on with our next objective. Unless you've any objections arisen, I will plot our course from the nearest location. We were to make the Harv village, as I recall. 'Tis not far from here.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
We must not go down our guard. I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
I grant your weapon a magical boon.
Onward. Our work is not yet done. On to the nearest location. We were to make the Harv village, as I recall. 'Tis not far from here.
You best make yourself scarce.
What?
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
Come on! Don't drag this out!
We cannot break it from this side.
Perhaps.
You ought not to go charging off alone.
Don't be such a worrywart. I know what I'm doing.
You seem to have been chilled. Are you alright?
It shall be done. I am here to aid you.
No harm shall come to you.
It isn't much of an adventure if all we do is make it count.
Let us return once we've grown tired from our labors.
That was superb, Arisen.
It is about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
Might I be of assistance?
Let us proceed to the next location. On to the nearest location. We were to make the Harv village, as I recall. It is not far from here.
Must we do battle amidst this dreadful downpour?
Focus. The skies are black. We are just as you grumble. Efficiency at its best.
Our combined might is beyond any foe.
In another world, I learned that a forgotten riftstone lies nearby. Shall I escort you there, Master? Allow me to lead the way. I can take you to our destination by the optimum route. Over here, if you please.
What do you presume to gain by this, Arisen? An unlikely location for a path. Mayhap it leads to a hidden hoard of treasure.
Pray, keep your wits about you. We needn't go barging in. As a matter of fact, curious thing. One of my former masters chose to...
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and
If 'tis discipline your company lacks, I can... If we share our strengths, we can begin...
Onward. Our work is not yet done. On to the nearest location. We were to make for Har village, as I recall. 'Tis not far from here. Over here, if you would.
Thank you, Master. I only hope I cannot disappoint.
Let my magics grant you an elemental...
Was most effective.
Over here, Master. Did you lose sight of me? Let us proceed to the next location. It would be most efficient to make for our nearest destination first. We were to make for Har village, as I recall. 'Tis not far from here.
Seems there are wolves on the prowl.
Violence is effective against this foe. One never can have too many of these.
What say we pelt one of the next foe we encounter? There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
Ah, now here's a surprise.
At least all our efforts weren't for naught.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this. Follow me, Master. Our next task awaits. Shall I lead you to the location nearest here, Arisen? We were to make for Har village, as I recall. 'Tis not far from here.
Feast your eyes on this.
I've got wares of every ilk. I'll be gone on the morrow. Hope to see you again, ere...
Understood. I shall proceed ahead. I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
I just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location? Onward. Our work is not yet done. 'Twould be most efficient to make for our nearest destination first. We were to make for Har village, as I recall. 'Tis not far from here.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master.
This isn't the way to our destination, but I presume you've a new one in mind. Let us proceed to the next location. Shall I lead you to the location nearest here, Arisen? We were to make for Har village, as I recall. 'Tis not far from here.
What has come over you, Arisen?
Give me Arisen. I shall see to it this does not happen again.
I should be glad to assist you, Arisen. It seems we have enraged our foe.
Reckless violence makes for easy prey.
I grant your weapon and majesty.
Next time for sure.
Oi! Best not be bothering me for no reason.
Follow me, Master. Our next task awaits. Shall I lead you to the location nearest here, Arisen? We were to make for Har village, as I recall. It is not far from here. Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
No doubt, this
At times, I find myself wondering why we must fight against our fellows.
Is that what you say? I am not accustomed to failure.
Come on! Don't drag this!
Right where I want you.
I knew that I could count upon your strength, Arisen.
I expect this would fetch a fair sum at market.
Perhaps fortune has deigned to aid us at last.
Buy a little something, won't you? I hope to have a shop of my own someday. Many thanks, sir.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer...
Come, I'll lead the way.
Ho! You've come to a dangerous place. Scaly beasts make this their den. We've been dispatched to cull them. A small force ventured inside, though I've seen neither hide nor hair of them since. Seems the battle is hard won. I'll not stop you if you wish to explore, but don't look for my aid if aught goes awry.
We've arrived, just as planned.
Have we met? Yes, yes, of course. We were speaking of places elsewhere. Mayhap 'tis beyond your ken, but this world of ours is not the real one. This world is a cycle. The dragon emerges, the dragon is slain, and just when we think we have found peace at last, the dragon appears once more. 'Tis endless. Endless and tiresome, wouldn't you say? Yet, such is the lot of those who reside in a false world like ours. The real world is not nearly so stagnant. All manner of things occur there. 'Tis a far more fearsome existence than ours, to be sure. Is there a way to travel to the real world, you ask? Must I do all the thinking here? Ponder that yourself. What I will say is that I believe the cycle will continue unbroken for as long as the dragon continues to be slain. You doubt your ears, but I speak truly. I have beheld the real world with my own eyes. Those who call me a madman ought to leave me be. Oh, that's right. I was telling you about the Gigantus, until you went off somewhere. Humph. Young people are so impatient. Now, listen well. The Gigantus is an earthen structure that hearkens to the voice of the sea, for 'tis a servant of the brine. Just as the Arisen commands the pawns, so too does the sea's peril compel the Gigantus. Supposedly, the brine have their colossal servant monitor the dragon to ensure that it commits no acts of excess. As for what the brine deem an act of excess, I could not tell you. Some would argue that 'tis the hand of excess what brings the cup of fine ale to our lips time and time again. But what of it? Those unbidden sips of ale are what keep the throat from growing parched. Without them, life would be a dull affair in. That brings me back to what I was saying about the, what was I talking about again? Ah, of course, the Gigantus. 'Tis formed of clay, and tall enough to graze its brow upon the very clouds. What's more, 'tis said its lofty gaze watches o'er the world even now. And should it be stirred to life by the voice of the sea, mayhap 'twould do aught to put that dragon in its place. You do not believe, but I assure you 'tis no less than the truth. I've beheld it all with my own eyes. Why must I explain? The proof is in the pudding. Oh, that's right. I was telling you about... Now, listen well.
If you're intent on entering a monster-infested cavern, then do so at your own peril.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Glorians, Master.
Ice will be most effective against this foe.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Is there nothing we can do about this obstacle?
I'm poised to strike. Just say the word. I expect you'll be wanting my assistance.
Oh, well spotted. I'm sure my master would be astonished to learn this is here. That's a rare find. Fortune smiles upon us this day.
We ought to be wary of misplacing it.
'Tis not what I expected.
Done.
You'll forgive me. I cannot seem to walk of my own accord just now. Would you aid me in reaching the entrance?
Danger might lurk anywhere. Wear every shadow, and mind the ceiling.
Pray, speak up. Do notice aught amiss.
Let me get that.
Prepare yourself.
You have my protection. Methinks this will be of interest to Captain Brandt. Shall we go inform him? If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek.
What's up there? I can't make much out from here, but I've a feeling 'twill be worth the climb. 'Tis too great a task to be tackled alone, but I've no doubt we can see it done if we combine our strength. Might I be of assistance?
My nose tells me there's aught close by. I'll have a look.
Keep your ears pricked all the same. Our foes might well use this chance to sneak up on us.
Shall we report this development to Captain Brandt? Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
I can attack if need be. Might I be of assistance? We We ought to keep watch.
I am in your debt, sir. Thanks to your valor, I shall live to fight another day.
You went in there to save my fellows. I underestimated you, friend. I shall send word of your deeds to the captain. You've done well this day. I thank you. We'll see to the rest of this mess.
Pray, follow me.
Oh, I'm saved. You have my gratitude, friend. Were it not for your aid, I'd have died a dog's death.
'Tis this way.
Hold, sir. I'd rethink pressing onward if I were you. The village is crawling with Saurians. Forgive me. I didn't mean to startle you. I used to call this place home, you see, in times more peaceful. You're the Arisen, are you? Well, that's something. We were hoping to reclaim our village, but it doesn't seem we'll have much luck. We fled when the dragon attacked some days past, thinking we'd return once the baleful thing was gone. Easier said than done, clearly. In our absence, a bask of Saurians have made our homes their own. What are we to do? The guards not like to send soldiers all the way out here. But mayhap they needn't at all. You are the Arisen, aye? Could we trouble you to aid us in our hour of need? Please, sir, do something, anything about the Saurians infesting our village.
Saurians abound, Master. Be on your guard.
Caution would be wise, but we ought not let it halt us in our course.
Come, I'll lead the way.
Some variety would be nice, if we must fight.
This creature is hard as stone. It is ideal for tossing in our other foes.
Making our report ought to be our next priority.
Is that we shall all be able to return to our homes at last. I can hardly wait to bring these tidings to the other village. I dare say we'll have this place livable again ere long. I cannot thank you enough. Long will you be known as a friend to our village. If you happen to pass by, do come visit us, won't? I should like for you to see this place as 'twas afore the dragon's attack. For your sake, as well as ours, we'll do our utmost to see the village restored.
With this, the peril has passed. Still, perhaps we ought to visit the village again anon, just to be certain.
'Tis no great shock to me.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
You will not live to regret this.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few. The Arisen has been drenched.
I must admit that it feels wonderful to strike through.
There's a shorter path we might take now. Allow me to show you.
Bear in mind that the brute will seek out women with unwavering persistence.
Tis a tendency we might exploit. To do so would be find an opportunity to retreat, I say we take it. Tis hardly cowardice with no hope of victory to begin with.
No answer to give.
It seems we have enraged our foe.
Reckless opponents make for easy prey. out of step there.
We would do well to seek the high ground when fighting on an incline. It will make overpowering our foes all the simpler.
I did my best to match your skill, Master. As your pack becomes heavier, so too does your step. Perchance... So you ought to let a few things go.
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Shall we make them brew their own impatience?
We fight. To arms!
Very well. I must.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. It is not long till daybreak, Master.
Night's perils shall recede with the darkness. I am not accustomed to failure.
On my way.
Over here!
One of us has been poisoned.
Watch your footing, Master. Losing your balance on an incline this sharp could be perilous.
How might I be of service? Any beast will grow ferocious when backed into a corner.
Shall till I give it its comeuppance. Let us see what you're made of.
No! The Arisen has been poisoned!
Now, what might that be?
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment.
Another encounter. I ill like this. We are already hard pressed from our previous engagement.
Too fast for you. A fell poison is working its evil effects upon the Arisen.
Ingenious. My own master must hear of this tactic.
Well, well. Color me surprised.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer...
One might
What do you want with me, eh?
If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering.
They can be most convenient, though they...
As I recall, we have another matter to attend to in this domain.
Shall we head there now? Would save us having to make the trip again.
I'm nodding off where I stand.
I should be glad to assist you, Arisen.
Welcome, good sir. My services lie in the styling of hair and the painting of Should you so desire, I can help you find your truest self. I'm glad of any business in these troubled... Much obliged, sir.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the full... Almost hospitality in all Vernworth.
I have no issue falling asleep, even at this time of day.
Good morrow, everyone.
Off we go, then.
A new day, a new perspective.
Peruse at your neck.
Over here, if you please.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master.
Welcome to Bjorn's Armory, and quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, many thanks. I appreciate the business. I've all manner of arms for sale. Come, have you... Yourself a look.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my tale entertain you?
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Many thanks. Need anything? Need anything? Many thanks. Need anything? Stop by again soon. Need anything? Many thanks. Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Go on, have a look.
Can't put a price on peace. Always another errand to see to. Greetings. You seek guidance, do you not? You need only make a worthy offering. 'Tis lovely to see you.
My bed. My well-met.
Well, you will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the former... hospitality in all Vernworth. Only an unseasoned trader. Much obliged.
I find any turncoats.
Greetings. Welcome to here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word. Have you found any of the items we discussed? Forgive me. You see, as we currently have no archer staves or greatswords on hand, we are unable to outfit new members. And we cannot simply purchase more, as the delivery of arms intended for the local armory and other guilds in this domain was plundered by goblins. So regrettably, I cannot assist you. Unless you were to procure a weapon yourself, that is. Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild? Methinks Roderick will be able to tell you aught of the stolen ship. He runs the local armory, and we purchase almost all of our stock from him. May fortune smile upon you, sir.
Whence might we procure such a thing?